Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here. Once again we have the arena screen before us in Hearthstone. But unlike in the last draft I recorded, I'm going to be doing this a little differently. I have before me in my hand a 6-sided dice. And this 6-sided dice is going to determine the class selection and every single card in this arena deck. For every choice, I will roll the dice, and on a 1 or a 2, I pick the leftmost option. On a 3 or a 4, I pick the middlemost option, and on a 5 or a 6, I pick the rightmost option. That is what the dice will determine, and whatever the dice says, I will pick, no matter how good or how bad the choice is. And we will see how far we get with that choice. With that in mind, let's go! The first thing I need to do is choose my hero. A mage, a hunter, or a paladin. Normally I'd probably go with the paladin. But since I am rolling, let's see what the dice says. This is going to go terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. But you never know. I got a 1. So,
my magic will prevail.
I'm going to pick a mage. And I'm immediately presented with either Bomb Lobber, Imp Master, or Little Exorcist. I wouldn't mind the Bomb Lobber. However, let's see what the dice says. The dice also agrees with a roll of a 2. Bomb Lobber it is! Right, Argent Squire, Spiteful Smith, or Bloodfen Raptor. Spiteful Smith here is not as good as it could be, because I'm not going to get a weapon. Let's see what the dice says. The dice says 1, so Argent Squire. War Golem, Youthful Brewmaster, or Gnomeregan Infantryman. Don't really want the War Golem, don't really want the Gnomeregan either. Was useful in one match last arena, but not, probably not in this one. We got another 1. War Golem it is. It's a late drop at least. Cone of Cold, Spectral Knight, or Frost Nova. The dice says Spectral Knight. So far it's not being too nasty to me so far. A lot of minions. Bluegill Warrior, Abusive Sergeant, or Stranglethorn Tiger. Come along, dice. What saith thee? Dice says Bluegill Warrior. So it is going to be Bluegill Warrior. Even though I have a hero power that deals 1 damage for the same mana. There we go. Snow Chugger, Frost Nova, or Stone Tusk Boar. Well, I don't want Stone Tusk. I want the Snow Chugger. However, I'm picking Frost Nova, because I rolled a 3. Okay. Mana Worm, Fireball, or Spectral Knight. These are all pretty good choices, but I wouldn't mind the Fireball dice. Do you hear me, dice? The dice can't talk, and doesn't know what I'm saying. It's a dice. Well, with a roll of a 2, it's going to be a Mana Worm. And we are presented with a rare. Counterspell, Twilight Drake, or Goblin Sapper. Since there isn't a lot of hand lock in Arena, Goblin Sapper is not that good. Knowing my luck, that's what I'm going to get. And it's a 4, which means Twilight Drake, you're in the deck. Magma Rager, ooh, do not roll a 1 or a 2 dice. Razorfen Hunter, or Abusive Sergeant. Watch me roll a 1 or a 2. Let's see what we get. It's a 6, so Abusive Sergeant, welcome to the deck. And now we have Ancient Watcher, which is currently useless as I don't have something to give it taunt or silence it. Cold Light Seer, which is also pretty useless because I don't have any Murlocs. Or Goblin Sapper, which I said before, isn't particularly useful, but is the most useful of the 3 there. Okay, dice, don't let me down. It's a 5. Ancient Watcher it is. I hope I get a silence. Or another Magma Rager. I didn't get 1, it's giving me another chance. The other 2 cards are pretty good. Walking Infiltrator and Boulder Fist Ogre. No taunts yet. The dice says... The dice says Magma Rager. Sorry, you guys. The dice rolled a 2. Magma Rager it is. Ouch. Okay, 2 of these cards are good. Polymorph and Arcane Intellect, not bad cards. Salty Dog, slightly less so in a mage deck. Okay, and the survey says 5. Salty Dog it is. Bye-bye Arcane Intellect, bye-bye Polymorph. Welcome to the hand. I have one spell and it's Frost Nova. Ironbeak Owl, however, is presenting the option of activating the Ancient Watcher. So, let's hope we don't get either a Thralmar Farseer or a Spiteful Smith. Thank you, the roll of a 1. We have a Silence. These are not great cards. I have no mechs. Oddly enough, the War Golem is not counted as a mech. It'd be pretty good if it was counted as a mech, actually. Neither is the Ancient Watcher, but that makes sense. So I would want to get the Scarlet Crusader, but I probably won't. So Mech Warper it is. I hope we get some mechs. Or another Frost Nova. Wouldn't that be grand? Or an Archmage for my 0 offensive spells I have. Oh dear. This is not looking good. Spiteful Smith. Could be worse. Got a 4 there. Right, Arcane Explosion, Zombie Chow, or Spider Tank. Normally I'd probably pick the Spider Tank, but I don't get to decide. Ixidix be a 3 or a 4? It's a 6. That actually rhymes with the little rhyme that I had going there. Ixidix, it was a 6. Ah. It's a rhyme that my grandma used to do when she was playing board games. So, let's see. Stormwind Champion, Snowchugger, or the Mighty Shield Bearer? Who wants to bet the Shield Bearer is going to be picked? It's a 5. Stormwind Champion is in the deck. Ooh, another chance at Polymorph, and another chance at a second Bluegill Warrior. Dancing Swords might not actually be too terrible in this deck so far, so what do we got? It's a 2! I have some removal! Polymorph! Another Arcane Explosion as an option. And Lost Tall Strider. Okay, let's see what we get. 6. Lost Tall Strider it is. It's a 4-drop, I kind of need them. Ooh, Sludge Belcher and Mind Control Tech are pretty good! Not Goblin Sapper. This is the 3rd Goblin Sapper that has appeared, by the way. They really want me to take Goblin Sapper. But I'm not taking either because I rolled a 1. Sludge Belcher! Another Polymorph, another Silence. And I have 1 Taunt now. And I missed a Fireball. I missed a Fireball. And I have no Flame Strikes. I have no AoE whatsoever except for Frost Nova. That's a 6, so Spellbreaker. Another chance at a Fireball! And yet a Boulder Fist Ogre as well. Both are good. But I have no Fireballs, so come on. 3 or a 4 for a Fireball. That's a 5. Welcome to the team, Stormpike Commando. Flame Cannon, however, might not be bad. Mogushan Warden, probably a bit less so. Oh yes, probably less so. Voodoo Doctor I do not want to get. It's a 3! Looks like the Flame Cannon's joining the deck. And we finally get the opportunity for a mech, which would be the Snowchugger. However, the Gurubashi is very useful in this deck. Stormwind's Apprentice. Nope, the Sorcerer's Apprentice is not useful as I have next to no spells. So let's avoid that one, shall we? I rolled a 6. Gurubashi. I have no 3-drops. That is not going to help my 3-drop situation, but it might give me another spell. Come on, Arcane Missiles. I actually wouldn't mind the Trog at this point. So let's see. I got a 2. Another War Golem, please. Oh dear. I have no 6-drops. You know, at this point, I actually wouldn't mind the Stone Tusk Boar. I have a lot of 5-drops, very little mid-game. What have we got? That's a 2! Stone Tusk Boar! Oh dear. Okay, I'm actually thinking the Silverback Patriarch might not be a terrible card, as it's a 3-drop. Okay, it is a terrible card, considering the fact that the Gnomragon is now out, and you're basically replacing the Beast type for charge. So let's see what we get. It's a 4, Leper Gnome. Okay, either of these would be good, that would be great. Gnomish Inventor for some much needed card draw, as I missed an Arcane Intellect. It's a 1. Hello, Elven Archer. I could have picked either of you two, but I'm picking you. Okay, Haunted Creeper would be nice. Unstable Ghoul wouldn't be bad. Don't want you. Lots of my cards are very late game. Do not want you. I did not get you, because I rolled a 1. Haunted Creeper, last card, is an epic card. Ooh. Okay, I have a lot of 1-attack minions. So actually, Hobgoblin would be really nice. Clockwork Giant would not be so nice, but can work. Piloted Sky Golem is also a pretty good card. So what are we going to get? I rolled a 4, so the final card is a Hobgoblin. I do not see this deck getting anywhere at all. We have a lot of early game. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 1-drops. And very few spells. We have 1 AoE, which does no damage. We do have the Hobgoblin. So we could on turn 2 coin out a Hobgoblin, and then play things like Argent Squires, or Elven Archers, or Leper Gnomes. Or even the Mana Worm. The Mana Worm becomes a 3/5. Zombie Chow doesn't work. Stone Tusk Boar becomes a 1 mana 3/3 with charge. Anything else I have with 1 attack? Gurabashi is unfortunately 2 attack. So, yeah. We don't have any 6-drops, and we have a very lacking mid-game with no 3 or 4 drops. So, we'll see how this does, but I'm not hopeful. So, when we come back, the first match. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed.